Good morning, students. We are going to revise for the periodic test chapter 1. Okay, chemical equations and reactions. Okay, the first one we should know what is a chemical change. What is a chemical change? A chemical change, okay, a change in which a new substance is formed. Okay, whenever you get a new substance, that changes are called as chemical changes. What about physical change? No new substances formed. Okay. Chemical change are reversible or irreversible? Yes, it is irreversible. We can bring the original substance again, but not in easy method. We have to choose chemical method or electrochemical method to bring back the chemical substance, original substance. But in physical change it is easy, it is reversible and easily you can get the original substances back. Okay, either by heating, cooling, and this physical method we can bring it. That is what is chemical change. Example for chemical change: curling of milk, okay, rusting of iron, then preparing food, fermentation of grapes. All these things are example of chemical changes. Let us see. Okay, some more example with the reactions. Okay, so chemical changes. How to identify whether the chemical change has taken? How can you identify whether a chemical change has occurred or not? First, let us see. It is given in your book that magnesium, okay, when it reacts with oxygen, when it is heated, okay, it gives magnesium oxide. Okay, so this magnesium is a solid ribbon. When it is reacted with a gaseous substance and it is giving a powdery substance, okay, it will be white powder. Okay, that is also solid, but it is powdery, but it is a metal strip. It is called magnesium ribbon. So here, change of state, gas and solid gives a solid substance which is powdery. Okay, so this is saying that there is a change of state of matter. Okay, there is a change in state. For example, another example, you are going to see coal. Okay, coal is a carbon content. When it is heated, okay, it will be giving carbon dioxide. It is a solid coal. It is a gaseous substance. It is also giving gaseous substance. So, a solid is converted into a gaseous substance. So, there is a change in state of matter. Yes, it has change in the state of matter. This is one way of identifying a chemical change. Okay, first we have seen change in state. Let us see now the change in color. For example, lead nitrate. Lead nitrate. What is the valence of lead? It is 2. So, lead nitrate. When it is reacting with potassium iodide. When it is reacting with potassium iodide, it gives lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Okay, I know to balance the equation, that's why then I am balancing the equation. You try to balance the equation. Always when you are writing, write the balanced equation. Okay, so lead nitrate, when it reacts with potassium iodide, it becomes lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Here, these are colorless. But this substance is a precipitate. When it is precipitating, what is a precipitate? An insoluble substance present in a solution is called as precipitate. Here, it gives yellow color precipitate. Yellow color precipitate. What is a precipitate? When a substance is insoluble in a solution or a solvent, that substance is called as, that which is settling down, is called as precipitate. Now I have taken two colorless solution, but I am getting what? I am getting yellow color precipitate. So there is a change in color, and what happens? Here precipitate is formed. So formation of precipitate, this is an example, and change in color. So colorless become color. So it is an example for color change and formation of precipitate. Okay, so this is also the thing which helps us to know to identify whether a chemical change has occurred. The next one is what? Zinc. When it is reacting with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. What happens? A metal, when it reacts with an acid, it gives zinc sulfate as salt plus hydrogen gas will be reacted. Whenever metal react with acid, okay, the metal salt, okay, which metal you are taking? According to the acid and the metal, you will be getting salt. So zinc I have taken as metal, sulfuric acid means zinc sulfate. If I take hydrochloric acid, it gives what? Zinc chloride plus H2. So I will be getting zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. So whenever the metal reacts with an acid, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. And it will increase in temperature. They are exothermic in nature. What is exothermic? Heat is released. What happened to the reaction in which heat is released? No. Initially the temperature will be less and finally what happens? It starts to increase. So this is one of the example for exothermic. Endothermic I will tell you, when glucose is added with water, the temperature decreases. The temperature decreases. As well as when oxalic acid, ammonium chloride is added with water, they also reduce the temperature. So there will be increase or decrease in the temperature. Okay, here what is evolved? Hydrogen gases evolved. So evolution of gas also may take place. Okay, then we are going to see one more example for evolution of gas. When sodium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid, it gives sodium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. So what is liberated here? Carbon dioxide. The gas, when it is evolving, it comes as a bubbles. Okay, that is called as brisk effervescence. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, when the gases are evolved, it comes as a bubbles. That is called brisk effervescence. What is that? Brisk effervescence. Okay, that is bubbles. It comes as a bubbles. You can identify with that a gas is evolved. So what are the things we have seen? We have seen that there is a change in state, change in color, change in temperature, formation of precipitate, and what is evolution of gas. These are the things that when it is seen, when it is observed, it shows that a chemical change has occurred. So this was the identification of chemical reaction. The next one is, what is a chemical equation? What is a chemical equation? Just now we have seen on precipitation reaction. One more I will tell you. Barium chloride. What is that? Barium chloride. When it reacts with sodium sulfate. Okay. What happens here? Barium sulfate and sodium chloride is formed. Okay. Here, what is a chemical equation? This is chemical equation. When I write a barium chloride in words, then it is chemical reaction, word equation. Now I have written this in a chemical equation. What is a chemical equation or a chemical reaction? The making and breaking of bonds between the atoms are known as what? Chemical equation or chemical reaction. What happened here? When you see the sulfate is bonded with barium and chloride is removed from the barium. So what is added here? Barium, the sulfate is added. Sodium is removed from barium and it joined with sodium. So making and breaking of bond takes place between the atoms. Then it is said to be chemical equation or chemical reaction. Can you understand, children? Yes. Shall we go for the next? Okay. Then how to write a balanced equation? Balanced chemical chemical equation. Okay. See, even the question comes to balance an equation, you can balance the equation when you are well versed in that. Otherwise, you have to follow the rules. Okay. First, what you have to do is, for example, iron when it reacts with water, what it gives is ferric. There is iron 2,3 oxide plus hydrogen. What is the first rule? You have to put box. Okay. And you should not touch the formula. Only you can post the numbers before the molecule or an element. Okay. For example, first rule is you should draw the box. Then what I have to do is I have to write the elements what are present. Okay. And I have to, here what are the elements present? These are the elements present. And left hand side, right hand side I should see. First, what is there? Only one ion. This side 3 ions. So that hydrogen here 2, there 2. And in oxygen is here 1 and here it is 4. Okay, this is a thing I have to do. And one by one I have to balance each element. Okay, after balancing one element, I should go for the next element and I should check whether both the sides are balanced at last. Okay, first, now what I am doing is, first I am going to balance iron because metal is easy to balance. Okay, so first I am choosing this iron. What I have to do that side, right hand side is 3, so I put 3 in the left hand side. So it 1 has been changed as 3 into 1. Okay. Now iron is balanced both the sides. Now I am going to see now oxygen. So that it will be easy for me to, which is maximum number if I balance, it will be easy to balance other elements. So now I am going to add, see here 4. So if I put 4 here, oxygen also will be balanced. So left hand side and right hand side is 4 each. Now I am going to, hydrogen is the last. Okay. Both the side it was 2. Now what happened to the left hand side? 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8. What is that? On the left hand side it is 8. What I have to do? I have to balance in the right hand side. So the same 4 if I put it before this hydrogen it becomes 8. Now the equation is balanced on the side. This is the way I should balance. If I know the physical state of matter, I can write. Otherwise, we should not write. Now I know that it is solid. Here I have taken steam water. So it is gaseous. I am getting a solid, okay, and gas. So if I know, I can write it. And above the equation, what I am doing is, I am just passing the gas and this reaction takes place. Okay. While teaching, I have mentioned how this Fe3, how it has come now, FeO and Fe2 over Fe2O3. Together only you are getting this Fe3O4. Now you have got now the product because C3 plus 1 4 oxygen, 2 plus 3 3 iron. This is called iron 2 3 oxide. Okay. So we have revised what is a chemical change and a physical change differences, and we have seen what is how can you identify a chemical change or a reaction by change in color, state, temperature, evolution of gas, formation of precipitate, and we have seen what is a chemical equation. Last, how to balance an equation. Balancing equation, if you want to practice more, please follow the exercise question answers now, how to complete and balance the equation so that you can get practiced. Okay, we will see the next revision in the next session. Thank you.